I feel that with practice I can hold that concentration longer.
Longer?
Yeah, so
Yes.
be aware for longer length of time, but
Yeah.
that's just like an exercise almost. So
Yes, yes.
it's just another thinking process.
Practice helps. Practice has its own fruits. Perhaps that's where the confusion comes. Because some fruits come from practice. Your practice, and somehow you feel the sense of becoming more mature, more present in your seeing. All of this is also there. Is the way and the only way practice. And who is practicing also? Exactly, precisely. Have we identified it? Does this question ever even come? Who or what is it that is practicing? And to attain what? We can start there. I just want to look at it. It's an open question. Who or what is practicing? Certainly, if you are going to spend the rest of your life doing it, you might as well find out who is doing it. Who is practicing? What is practicing? And for what purpose? To obtain what?
It feels really that it's an exercise in just stopping identification almost. Because if you can stay with the observer, that means you're not getting caught up in the other things.
Is not the process of identifying, or the habit, let's say habit, not a process, is the habit of identifying, is that not itself observable? That's something recognized, okay, there it goes again, my mind, you might say, again is lapsing into this habit of identifying and so on. Is it not also a phenomenon, also observable? Have I lost you yet on this? Okay. Is so even the habit, tendency to identify, is it not also observable? And if it is clear for you that this also is observable, does it not imply that there is some subtler power that is observing that? So that we are only, what's the point of all of this? We are only trying to clarify what is your position actually. This is my question. We are only trying to find out what actually is your true position. Are you the one who gets identified with something and then I try and I practice? Is the practicer the source itself? Or is the practicer also an idea or an entity? Is there an entity that's practicing something? These are not initially easy questions because, you know why? There's a lot of assumptions in the way. Much of what we believe are, if you look at them closely, there are assumptions about ourselves. And if you have an assumption which you're feeling or embracing as a fact of who you are, then you'll not question it. Whatever you think is truth or it's a fact, you don't question it. And it's common belief, I'm using the word now, belief, assumption, that we are the one who is doing something. I am doing this to get something. So I'm only trying to see if we can clarify, is it true? Because if we can at least establish that our ground is secure, then we can talk about first level, second level, third levels or something. If the foundation is really clear and sure, and we're all on board, so we know that if something is wobbling, it's not the foundation. So we're talking about who it is, who is undergoing practice and change and growing and so on. If this is who you really are you that? Or could it possibly be that you are merely observing all of this? And what is the implication if this is your finding, that I'm not actually the thing I've been calling me? I don't want to lose you on this thing, but I just thought, let's see if we can cover some common ground. You see, sometimes we use words like truth and so on, but we probably have very personal definitions of this. I want to see if we're on the same page. So if we are speaking about some common things, then when we understand that this is what you're talking, then at least we say, okay, fine, we all understand what you're referring to. And if you don't understand it right now, relax, it's okay. We'll come around again. But right now, how far can we clarify? Are you the one who grows? Is there an entity that's actually growing? These are very disturbing probings, because maybe we're upsetting something that we all take for granted. Look, why is he talking about this? And we all know who we are. But when we have talked on a number of occasions with different people, I've found that we are calling something else what we are. So I start something very fundamental. Who is practicing? What is practicing?